we start again. So this morning, we learn again Hebrew. Today, let's see Hebrew chapter 4. It's 14. Hebrew chapter 4, verse 14. Seeing that 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 we have a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus, of Son of God. Let us hold fast our confession. For we do not have a high priest who cannot sympathize with our weaknesses, but was in all points tempted. We are yet without sin. Let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. Yes, we let up. Actually, when we remember the story of Adam and Eve, no, they was in the Eden Park. At the time, God prepared everything. Actually, God gave them everything to receive the rest. So, Adam and Eve, they could receive rest, the true rest. They didn't need anything their effort to get this rest. So they could receive all the rest by grace because God worked everything already. So this is a true rest. So God gave the Adam and Eve this true rest. So Adam and Eve, as I say, they didn't need anything to do by their effort. Just by grace, they could receive all. Also, Israel, who could receive guide by God. Now, as you know, Israel, they came out from Egypt and, they supposed to go a place uh, where God said to them as a promise. So they enter actually Canaan. So when they enter Canaan, the situation was totally different what God says. God say, I will give like a place which flow the honey and the milk and everything will be there. But when they reach there, they look so strong and they look so like scared. And even the place, was very like powerful and many people was there. So there was a fear because it was like, they try to get it, the rest by their power, their effort. In fact, the reason why God said to them to go there, it was like, I will give you, I will prepare you, and I will give you for you. It's not by you, by me, God. But Israel, they was very fearful because they thought it is them who supposed to get it and try to get, the land through their power and through their effort. So all the Israel who came out from Egypt, they couldn't enter because they didn't trust God. They didn't believe God. They tried to get the land by their effort, so they felt so much burdensome. The spiritual life also same. People try to spiritual life. Many people like as Israel who try to get the land by their effort. So the people who try to do spiritual life by their effort, they feel burdened, difficulty and they feel like hard. So many people they give up this spiritual. But if we know exactly the spiritual life, actually spiritual life is that to do rely on God, not do by myself. So even when we see, when they reach first place, Jericho. So when they reach Jericho, they heard what God says. God say, turn around all the castle, the 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, early morning, they move around. And what God say, when it reach like 7 days, in the 7 day, early morning, blew like a horns 7 times. Then all together shout together. So they shout together. That time the horns also 7 times they blew. That time all the walls broken. So even enter into Canaan, it was not by their power, it through the power of God, which was like grace is the things which we don't pay anything, we receive by free. So even they enter Canaan, not through their work, not through their power, through work of God. But people who, die in the wilderness, why they couldn't enter? Because they tried to enter by their power, their work. So it was very burdensome. So everything like it is like same, spiritual life also. Jesus Christ spoke through His word, the word of God, says like this through the Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." So as here say, come to me, all you who labor and all heavy laden, and I will give you rest. So Jesus Christ say like this, he mean actually he already prepared rest, everything. The only way to we get the rest is 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 by trusting Jesus and believe him who will solve all the problems. But those who cannot trust Jesus, they try all the best to solve their problem, but they feel more difficult. The problem cannot solve, then they tire and they give up. But those who believe Jesus Christ, as he say, he say, I will give you rest. So how he could say like this? Which rest is that? Even I show you the picture Adam and Eve. They was in the garden. God prepared everything actually. So they could receive rest in the garden because God prepared to them everything. So actually, true rest is that God prepared to them already everything. So how Jesus also can say like this, I will give you rest because Jesus already prepared everything to solve the matter. Actually, when we thinking about the problem also, we can think where come from those problems. You know, when we see all the keys, there is a padlock and the key. there is a specific key to open the padlock. So padlock there, also the key is there. Likewise, the problem also come from God, then where the key will be there. Key also will be before God. So actually all the problem God gave us. So the God who say through Jesus, come to me, all you who labor and the heavy laden, I will give you the rest. So actually, true rest is in Jesus Christ. So, we can receive a true rest through trusting Jesus Christ. So Hebrew chapter 4, the author say about this issue because many people try to get, rest by their effort, by their works. Actually, they cannot get true rest. So through Hebrew, this author wanted to explain to us about this story. So let's try Hebrews chapter 4, verse 14. Sing then that we have a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus, the Son of God. Let us hold fast our confession. So through this one, you know, this after wanted we see the Jesus Christ, the great high priest. When we're thinking about Israel, the Israel also the people who was sinner. So they couldn't go to God right away. So through a high priest, they could communicate with God. They could meet God through the work of a high priest. So what the high priest did before God and before Israel, the high priest they did to connect each other, God and Israel. So likewise, even here the author say, sing then that we have a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus, the Son of God. Let us hold fast our God. So Jesus Christ, He exists to make us connect with God. So why Jesus exists? To help us, who walk before us. So every things has a purpose to be exist. So why Jesus in this world? Why Jesus together with us to help us walk into our life, to make connect with God. So no matter which problem come to us, when we see Jesus Christ, as Jesus say, come to me, I will give rest. So no matter which problem we meet, once we believe Jesus Christ, who say like this, I will give rest. They can get true rest and true peace. But what is the problem? The problem is untrust. Like Israel who tried to enter into Canaan by their power, by their works. They couldn't believe. Work of they didn't believe. So they couldn't receive those true rest. So verse 15, for we do not have a high priest who cannot sympathize with with our weaknesses, but was in all point tempted as we are yet without sin. So verse 15 say, high priest who cannot sympathize with our weakness. What does that mean? We have high priest who sympathize, our weaknesses. So he know our weakness. When we stand before God, as we were sinner, we couldn't stand before God right away. But Jesus Christ, He helped to we stand before God, and He know all our weaknesses. So He is ready to help every our weakness, which we have our own, weaknesses. So He know clearly who we are. So even though we are weak, actually it is not problem and difficult because Jesus is there. Jesus there is. So Jesus together with us. So no matter how we have difficulty and problem and weakness, actually is not no, because Jesus together with us, who helps all of our weaknesses. So if we weak this part, then that part is Jesus will help. If this part is weak, then Jesus will help those. Jesus exists because of to help us and walk into our life. But why we feel difficult, why we feel hard and so weak, because we look ourselves. The spiritual life is not we see ourselves. Spiritual life is that to look God, not me myself. So when we remember Jesus Christ, no matter how we have weakness, we can be in peace because Jesus He can help everything. And verse 16, let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. We cannot stand before God boldly no matter how we do. Because, no matter how we do, we cannot do good. But here, how this author says, let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace. Through Jesus, He covered all weaknesses. So when we thinking about this, verse, we can remember the story of Jacob. Jacob, he could receive blessed finally through the mother Rebecca. The mother, she was behind when the father and Esau was talking. No, actually, the father want to bless Esau. But the mother, actually, mother here heard everything, and the mother called Jacob. And what the mother say? The mother say, uh, like, I will prepare for you everything. You go to father and bless. So the time Jacob say, Mother, as you know, father want to bless Esau, who is like hairy man. But me, smooth skin man. No, I cannot receive a bless. Maybe I will receive a curse if I go. So it it is just the same like our image. We cannot receive any blessing before God. Why? We are like smooth skin. We are not the one who can do good. We cannot good before God. So, as Jacob say, Mother, I will receive a curse. The mother say, Your curse be on me. I will prepare for you everything. So even I will prepare you, this skin, and I will give you, the food, the precious food, what the father like. So mother prepare everything. So through only preparation by mother, because the mother, symbolize, Jesus Christ and Jacob, us who cannot receive a blessing by myself. So through mother, Jacob went father. And the father, that time he was blind. So he couldn't see clearly, just touch and smell. Then he couldn't see the Jacob. Actually, mother prepared everything for, Jacob. So mother make him as an asshole. So everything mother prepared. So finally, the Jacob received blessing and grace, everything, mercy. So we see here, you know, actually, as here Bible say, verse 16. Let us therefore come boldly. Now, how Jacob could 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 go to father boldly because mother prepared everything. So let us therefore come boldly. How we can go to God boldly, the throne of grace, through Christ, the Jesus Christ who prepared for us. So here Bible saying we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. So through Christ we receive all the mercy and grace through work of Jesus Christ. But why we live in the life suffering and difficult? Because we lose heart Jesus Christ. We lose like heart looking Jesus Christ, and we forgot like existence of Jesus Christ. So no matter which problem we have, if we remember Jesus Christ, we can get true peace and true, grace. So Hebrew author says, look, the Jesus Christ who help us, who walk into our life, and who say, like Jesus say, come to me and I will give rest. So everyone. So through Hebrew, this author really want we remember Jesus Christ. So Hebrew main topic, do you remember what was our main topic? Yeah, consider Jesus Christ. When we consider him, actually our weakness, our problem is not really problem. So Hebrew main topic is that consider Jesus. Jesus, he exists for us, to help us, to walk into our life. So even the Bible here we see, he know already our weaknesses, our problem, our difficulty, our weakness. So no matter which problem we have, we have Christ. So we cannot, feel fear and only problem is we don't believe Jesus. If we believe, as he says, I will give a rest. Come to me. Come to me. So why we cannot get the true rest? Because we do not come to Jesus Christ. We do not believe him. So everything actually God prepared through us. Through Jesus Christ, he already prepared all. Let's remember the story of mother prepared everything for Jacob. Jacob received blessing. Jacob went to father, and the father asked, "Who you are?" With boldly, Jacob said, "I'm Esau." With why? Jacob, he knew. Mother prepared all. So he didn't even hesitate. Say, I'm Ezra. So even Jesus Christ prepared for us everything, even righteous, even holiness. So when God asks us, who you are you sinner or are you righteous? No, we can say boldly, we are righteous because Jesus already prepared for us all. Those who don't believe Jesus Christ, they cannot say, how we say we are righteous? We cannot say righteous, we are sinner. Yes, they can say so when there is no Jesus Christ. Even Jacob Jacob could say like this, Mother, I will receive first. Yes, when there is no mother, he can say, the mother was there. And say, don't worry, your curse beyond me. I will prepare for you everything. So Jesus was also same like mother, say, I will give you rest. And come to me. Come to me. I will rest. Who can get this rest? People who believe Christ and consider. Thank you so much. Today we share up to here. Let's consider Jesus precisely. Not not only the time when we have difficult, every time, moment by moment, we remember so much. Here we finish today.